teach you a little bit about the Xtremeworlds editors. In the previous videos I have shown you how to set up your administration and how to convert GFX. First of all, we are going to this tutorial we are going to learn how to make and give the player a spell in two different ways. First of all, we're going to go into the spell editor and find an empty slot. Okay, when you find an empty slot, you go fill out the information, which is pretty simple. Name is name, the type is basically what it does. Pointless ones for me are confusion, poison, and give item. Confusion basically makes the enemy change its target, say as if you were on the map with another player and there were things aggroing you. You can make the enemies attack the other player instead of you. However, whenever it kills the other player, because more than likely it will, of course. Anyway, when it kills the other player, it will still attack after you. Poison, I do believe that still makes the client crash. Drain is pretty good. Give item. Give item is really retarded to me, because if you have it, you could just keep spamming yourself with whatever the item is and give it to other players or whatever. Anyway, level requirement, magic requirement, I don't even need to teach you how to use these. Range, set it to 0 if you want it to be only castable on yourself. Any higher will make it used on other people as well. Casting speed, milliseconds. Really? If you don't know what this is, whatever. The sounds, I have custom made all my sounds and music, except for 2. Thanks Black Jedi for 2 nice songs that you have made. Animation, of course, this is the simple part 2. Cycle animation is how many times it repeats the animation. Time is how fast the animation goes. Per second, I guess. I don't know. Vitality mod is how much it does. So right now I'm using a spell that hurts an enemy for 5 damage. Alright, once you have that set up, you go into the item editor. You go down and you find yourself the spell, an empty slot, and you fill out the information, making it give you a spell. So here's the book. I have already filled this out. And the spell number down here. Everything else is pretty simple to figure out. Alright, once you have those 2 ready, you should go to map editor, go to item, find the spell you made. This is only if you want to test if you can use your skill. This is a way of doing it for beginners anyway. Once you place it on the map, you must click respawn or else it will not appear. Once you receive it, simply double click it and it should appear in your spell list. Now let's go test it. Yep, 5 damage, just like it says. Same animation and everything. Alright, now here's another way of doing this. You go into your script editor, edit scripting. I already have this up. I will make it so when we use a certain item, we will obtain the spell. Alright, so first we're going to search for sub use item. Simple as that. And we will fill out okay, let's make my green liquid, no, empty glass bottle really quickly. Give this. You guys won't have this, you're going to use some other item. Okay, so we're going to type in if item number, item num equals, and you're going to look up the number for whatever it was. So empty glass bottle, that's number 30 on my list. Yours will be different, I hope. If item number equals 30, which means if it's the item number 30, pretty simple, then you always need to include the then after the if. You'll put call set player spell index, which means give the player the spell Index is basically the person who used the item. What was the spell number? First we're going to do the spell slot that it gives. There are ways to make it fill in automatically the next spot open, but that is a bit more complicated, and I will not teach you that. You will have to learn that on your own. Anyway, my free spell slot is number 7, so I will put 7 here, and the spell number was 11, I believe it was. Call set player spell index 711. So guys, give the player the spell, the person who used the item, in the 7th slot the 11th spell, and call player message MSG index and then quotation mark. You have learned a spell of epic proportions, and comma. You always need to have this comma. Then you have to have the color number, or spell out the color with C underscore and the color identification thing. After that, you can simply type and if, and that's it. That is it. You save. Wait for the game to tell you that it was successful. And let's go away from here. Double click the bottle. You have learned a spell of epic proportions, and it is in slot number 7 as I have stated. And it has given me the correct spell. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Hopefully it helped you out. One other thing you can do. You can make it take the item from you. The item so the person does not spam it in his spell list. Sub use item again. Here you will simply put at the before the end if or whatever, call take item index and then the item number, which was 30, and the amount of times it takes it, 1. So take the item number 30 from whoever used it 1 time. Basically take one of them. Save it. Let me forget this spell in a sec after it saves successfully again. Forget. Alright. And double click. It took my bottle, I think. Yeah, it took my bottle that was up here somewhere. Alright, well it took my bottle and it has given me the spell. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped you, and goodbye.